Wait a minute! Who are you?
All right, everybody, welcome back. Happy New Year. If I post this at the right time, it should be New Year. I do want to explain myself, or just, even start with a story, really. I was looking through the megas and what to play next. I had asked a question during one of the mega camera videos, like, why does a mega camera have the M on his forehead? Somebody said something along the lines of, like, M for Maxi, since Maxi used it. Which, I mean, okay, but nothing else literally gets labeled. So is Maxi some kind of like is Maxi dumb? Does he need to know that his mega camera up is now mega and no longer regular camera up? Anyway, Meganium. I'll just start there. You saw the intro that I masterfully wove together with my expert editing skills. I wanted to play a Mega, but I also wanted to play VGC. I wanted to get back into it. And so I type in Mega, and every time you do it in Pokemon Showdown, you get all the Megas, and then you get Meganium. And so I'm looking at Meganium, and Meganium's looking back at me, and I was like, fine. We're Stinky MD here. We don't really turn our nose up at anything. I want to, there's probably an exception to that rule, but Meganium is not the exception. So here we are playing it, and Meganium has, and again, apologies, it's been a while since I actually played this stuff, but Leaf Guard, right? Protecting itself from status conditions so long as it's in the sun. So we do a bit of a sun team here. I do remember a very long time ago, I was like, oh, I'll make a sand team, I'll make a rain team, I'll make a sun team. Well, look, this is my sun team. Don't make fun. I have a Goodra as well. I just really want to provide balance around Meganium. Like, how can I maximize it the most? I will be reacting to these things as if it's, with a fresh set of eyes, just because it's been so long since I played. So let's get into it. Stinky MD versus Lormsby 1. Okay. Usual suspects, Gothitelle, Ursaluna. So we're stuck in here against the Ursaluna. Ursaluna's going to terastallize to a poison type. I'm going to get faked out on the Torkoal to pop my balloon. The balloon was up there just so I don't get hit by like Earthquake and fall over super quickly. You use Yawn and boom, right there and then. People take notes. Leaf Guard stopped my opponent from using Yawn. You didn't even know that. But here's the trick. Pokemon Showdown, right? It's just a ladder, format. So you only face your opponent in theory once. And so look, I'm not going to get very, or my opponent's not going to know every single thing about every single Pokemon. So Meganium was able to get that, slight little advantage. You wasted a turn by clicking Yawn on me. Torkoal's going to go down. I'm going to click Petal Blizzard. This is really the crux of Meganium, and I'm not inventing anything new here. So I have Goodra here. Goodra is actually Sap Sipper. So when I click Petal Blizzard and hit everything, it's going to boost Goodra. Boom. Sap Sipper, boost the attack. I'm trying to maximize Meganium here, Maybe I should call it Meganium, since it's like a mega No? Okay. No, I said it and I didn't really like it. Goodra's going to click Outrage here and then fall asleep. So Goodra's actually putting in a lot of work here. I'm going to choose Dash Bun just because one of the things I was wary of, one of the things I was looking out for was I choose Torkoal, I set up the sun. I feel like there's a lot of fire types that are just very prevalent. And so being wary of using Dash Bun as a flip side, as a balance for Meganium, I felt like was very, very cool. Dash Bun is probably like the standout from this. So my opponent just is not reading right now. You're going to click Giga Drain on Goodra, and I'm going to get the boost. Goodra manages to stay alive throughout its sleeping, and I felt like I was sleeping forever. I'm going to click Outrage and take out the Ursaluna. You're going to Fiery Dance, and I'm still going to live. I'm going to click Stomping Tantrum and do basically nothing, but Outrage is going to take it out because I'm times 2 attack. And that was really my theory. So Goodra, and not really a theory, and it's not really mine, but any Pokemon you give it times 2 attack, it's going to be super strong, right? So you give Goodra #2 attack. Goodra is just bulky out of this world. And so I'll just click Outrage, and eventually it'll hit like a truck because I'm clicking Petal Blizzard, because you click Giga Drain for whatever reason. Goodra got pretty strong. We didn't really see Dash Bun here, but we got to see the Leaf Guard. And I think that's why I made this the first video. I want to say subconsciously that's why I did it. I didn't actually order these videos. Again, I'm just reacting to them with you. But let's react to one more. Okay, we are back. Let's jump into another match. Yeah, there's just a few things to call out here. This team is ebbing and flowing. I have a Bramblegast here on the team at some point. You know, the little, what's it called? The Tumbleweed. Whimsicott's here for now. Zebstrika's here. Whimsicott's kind of like a crutch for me, but it's also another way to set up the sun for Leaf Guard, because I am really trying to do this thing with Leaf Guard. Zebstrika's here with Sap Sipper, just as an alternative to Goodra in the event that I just feel like Zebstrika has a better matchup. When does Zebstrika have a better matchup? I am looking at this team in a month from the future. I don't know exactly when Zebstrika has a better matchup, but let me give myself the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully you do too. I'm looking at Torkoal on the other side of the screen here, so I wonder if I'll lead with my own. Dash Bun will probably be in the back still, but I'm curious to see what I do as an opening move. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Stinky MD versus Vized. I'm rusty from a month, and I feel like it's maybe showing a bit. So no Torkoal, actually. You're going to use Curious Medicine to remove any stat changes. Okay, I'm going to click Knockoff with Goodra, so it does pretty decent damage, as you can see. I'm going to get Whirlpooled in. For some reason, you want to one-on-one with Goodra here. Gigaton Hammer is going to do pretty good damage to Meganium. I'm going to set up Reflect, so I think my moveset for Meganium is Reflect. Well, Screens, Light Screen, Reflect, Petal Blizzard, and there has to be one more move. I mean, duh, there's one more move. I just can't remember what it is right now. So Petal Blizzard is going to go off. Goodra's going to get a boost. Slowgame's going to live on 1, which is painful, but I'm just going to click Knockoff anyway. I figured it was going to die, which is why I clicked Knockoff again. Here comes the sun. So Helping Hand's going to go off. I'm going to set up Light Screen, and I'm just going to start doing Heavy Slam. You're going to Earth Power, and that's not going to do too much. I mean, Torkoal, your best bet is probably just click a Fire move and do big damage that way. I'm going to Petal Blizzard again and just boost Goodra so it's ×2. This is really why I'm clicking Petal Blizzard. It feels, you watching it now, like a waste of a move, but look, I'm playing Mega Neem here, guys, okay? It's not just regular Neem, it's Mega Neem. I'm going to choose Whimsicott and immediately switch out. I'm predicting that Torkoal will do some kind of fire attack, and so that will boost the Dash Bun. Yeah, Goodra's just going to go down here no matter what. So Whimsicott's going to come out here. I'm going to Terrasilize into a fighting type, and I'm going to use Tickle with Whimsicott to lower its defense and then drop the body press. Dash Bun's defense is very exceptional, so being able to Terrasilize fighting, then click the body press is my best, frankly, probably my best, most strongest move on the team, just straight up. And as the matches go on, you'll see Dash Bun get hit by fire type moves, and then it gets a little ridiculous. I think I have the Lava Plume on the Torkoal, so I really wanted to do that kind of chemistry where I'm hitting my opponent, not my opponent, hitting my partner with moves that will, trigger its benefits, just so I can, reap some kind of advantage that way. Just because. Just because, I guess. I'm feeling pretty good, so maybe we jump into one more. I don't want to get, so we're gonna have another triple header here, actually, and let's jump into it. Yeah, this is the same team. I'm seeing a Torkoal again. I mean, look, how many matches can you go through without seeing a Torkoal, really? Driftbloom is interesting. We have the Indeedee F, so this will be the more defensive one, or I guess the not as offensive one, Bronzong 2, so this may be like a Trick Room kind of thing. But I also see the Garchomp, which I give a weird look to. A lot of permutations of this team. One of the things I think about in these team previews, now that we're just standing here looking at it as I continue to talk, is like, what do people think when they see my team? Like, yeah, Meganium, you got Torkoal, okay, so Sun Team, Whimsicott, but then you got Dash Bun and Zebstrika. Like, it's not just one weird character. You have a lot of weird and unusual characters, or I do, on this team. Let's see how it goes, right? Stinky MD versus Aid for Hutch. So the Indeedee and the Torkoal are going to come out. I could have, told you those are some of the most common leads I've seen playing VGC. I'm going to choose my own Torkoal as well. Perhaps, memories from the last time where no Torkoal came out, and I'd rather just the sun be set up. I'm going to click Lava Plume and boost my defense by 2, get the burn on Indeedee, and then Trick Room's going to come out. So I'm not going to Terastallize with Dash Bun just because Indeedee's here and I'm kind of scared of it. Torkoal's going to hit a Flamethrower that does pretty big damage. I'm going to click Stealth Rock. I feel like this is really interesting. I'm playing this kind of like a singles thing right now, where I'm kind of hitting myself. Well, that's not really a singles thing, but setting up Stealth Rock is just something I don't really see. But I find value in it just because I feel like these games can go pretty long, especially because my opponent may switch out against my defensive mons to get the right advantage. Stealth Rock kind of deters you from doing that while boosting myself. So I'm going to click Life Dew with Goodra. Again, this team is really about like preservation and staying alive. I think that speaks to another reason why Stealth Rock is so good here. I'm actually going to tank with Goodra. I'm going to tank the Flamethrower better than my Torkoal did. So Torkoal is going to go down. I have now the Terastallized Dash Bun. I'm doing big damage. I think I'm just sitting here life doing over and over again. So Body Press is going to come through and click that. I'm going to Heavy Slam the Drifblim. We're in pretty good shape here. Okay, you're immune, but Goodra's going to live that pretty well, and I outspeed. So Strength Sap's going to come off, and I'm Sap Sipper. Bada bing, bada boom, people. Guys, look, man, look. I think that there's something oddly satisfying about that and this team and how it plays, okay? The Strength Sap into the Sap Sipper, the Snarl to lower the special attack. I am just wearing you down in a way where your attacks don't do anything to my Goodra, to my Dash Bun, and then I'm just gonna nail you over and over again. We got through 7 turns. We could have gone through more. Meganium was still alive in the back. That was it. That was alive in the back. But I had Life Dew. I was healing back. I was doing a bunch of different things. This is pretty different from how I've been playing VGC so far. And you know what? I kind of like it. So shout out to Meganium for getting me to think this way. But with that being said, GG's to the opponents. Thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.